All right, fight 14 is our welterweight title fight, brought to you again by CKM Logistics. Whether it's air freight or sea freight, they can provide import and export services all around the world. So if you need to get anything in or out of Australia or a simple customs clearance, reach out to the team at CKM Logistics. And now, out of the blue corner, this is Leon Katsiaras.
And brings us to our co-main event. Leon Katsiaras fighting out of the Lion's Den under Luke Pizzuti down in Sydney. Amazing gym. Notable fighters down there. We've got George Mangos, Michael Stanoff, Jordan Gamble, all weapons again. He has an amateur record of 5-3 and a BJJ purple belt. So he's coming in with a lot of experience, not only on the feet but on the ground. He's got a super fight amateur welterweight title, so he's already fought and prepared for the 5 rounds. I'm not sure if it went the full 5 rounds in his last fight, but I'm sure he's well and truly conditioned and ready for the 5 rounds. He says it's going to be a banger of a fight, him coming out with a victory. He has said he's done back-to-back camps, so he's super fit. So it'll be good to see how he puts that into work in this title fight.
Yeah, Katsiaras has been on an absolute tear down in New South Wales, basically forcing the hand of our promoter around giving him a title shot. Certainly looking forward to what this one ends up becoming.
And I tell you what, these up-and-coming welterweights, they are so well-rounded. Their games, their striking, their ground game, their wrestling. It's so hard to match a striker with a wrestler or a wrestler with a BJJ because they're all just so well-rounded.
Yeah, it's gone to the days of the one style, like the fighters with one style only.
Yep.
Everyone is so well rounded. Absolutely. Once again, you mentioned before, purple belt going to be really, really skilled coming up against Nathaniel Law, who's got a white belt but a ton of kickboxing experience. But I'll wait a little bit later for that one. Let's see him make his way into the cage.
A few people headed to the toilet for some reason during that walkout song. In the red corner, this is Nate Law.
So Nathaniel Law making his way out of the fight center under Ben Johnson. Absolutely amazing. Not only to have like a Muay Thai world champion, a BJJ brown belt to learn off. He currently holds a record of 2-1. So this is his 3rd fight. But he has been so dominating in his fights, he's been given this opportunity. Has a white belt in BJJ, but this is keys to success for him in this stage is his kickboxing. 10-4 is his record, and has spent a couple of weeks training at other clubs. So with the combat team as well, really looking to basically works out there. He's looking to finish this one with strikes, and he's been working on stuffing takedowns because that's where he's expecting this one to be. So looking at all the reversals, pin escapes, and striking fundamentals.
Both the boys say that they want to take their fight career as far as possible and head to the UFC. An XFC welterweight title is the first place in a very successful MMA career to make it to the UFC. You know, Aaron Tao was saying before that he's 1 or 2 fights away from making the UFC, and he is our bantamweight featherweight champion. And these guys are about to fight for the welterweight champion, so they're getting close as well.
And for those wondering, Jamie Eden has a bit of belt wear herself in this very own cage.
First ever. I'll just put that in there, first ever.
That was a banger of a fight too, Matt. I remember that one.
So long ago now though, but I'd love to have another one. No one does it quite like XFC.
All right, fight 14 is our welterweight title fight with both gentlemen weighing in under the 77.1 kilo limit. Again, brought to you by CKM Logistics. In the blue corner, fighting out of Lion's Den Academy under Luke Pizzuti. He's had 8 fights with 5 wins. This is Leon Katsiaras. And now in the red corner, he trains out of TFC and City Kickboxing under Ben Johnston. 3 fights for 2 wins. This is Nate Law.
Both these gentlemen have that long
Gentlemen,
frame.
welcome. We went over the rules earlier. Make sure you listen to my command at all times. Defend yourselves at all times. When I say stop, you stop. For the belt, gents, hook them up. Good luck to you both.
Oh, the stare down. Here we go.
Both long limbs.
Round 1.
Fight!
Another southpaw. God, we've had a lot of southpaws tonight.
So Nathaniel's got the reach advantage at 191, where Katsiaras has 184. So see who uses their strength, utilizes that to their strength better or not. So we have Law in the red gloves and Katsiaras in the blue gloves.
Ooh, big body kick. Didn't just seem to phase Katsiaras though, as he gives one back of his own.
But Katsiaras is really cutting off those angles and owning the center of the cage, isn't he?
He's doing really well. He's throwing his combo and then he's moving out. So he's coming in, throwing and getting out of the range of Nathaniel Law. Seeing everything coming.
Both guys are dialed in. I mentioned before the long limbs on both of them. They both threw a front kick, both landed. Didn't phase him though. Got the chant going.
Not 100% sure, but I think TFC are here.
So the fight centre is TFC.
Yeah. Big crowd, big support for their fighter.
And you kind of expect that Queensland fighter versus someone from New South Wales.
Yep.
From the Lions Den, so wouldn't have as many supporters here, but certainly making Law work for everything.
So first bit of cage wrestling we've seen for the fight, with a minute to go in the first round. Good head pressure there from Nathaniel Law.
And Katsiaras was able to weather that. Remember, he does have his purple belt in BJJ, but also ball work and wrestling is a little bit different to that.
Doesn't look phased though. He's still throwing knees and punches off the cage. So I don't think he's worried about a takedown just yet. And he gets one of his own.
That's because he was thinking of his own one there. Beautiful
Yep.
placement to an outside trip. And that comes from the experience. I mentioned before, he has been on a tear. Basically, got to see how Nathaniel is able to work from this, because he has been working on pin escapes and stuff like that, so we got to see. Katsiaras is doing a good job just keeping the pressure on before he starts striking.
Daniel's gone well here to get his back to the cage. He'll try and use it to get up here. It's hard when someone's peppering those ground and pound though.
Oh, was a head kick.
Great first round by both guys.
So I'll see.
I think Katsiaras got that one though.
Did a really good job. Very calm and collected in there. And TFC obviously have Nakia Melody and also Ben Johnson giving some information to their charge.
None of the boys taking a seat.
I don't know about you, Jamie, but by the time the rounds come through, I wanted that seat.
Oh, yeah.
We see some of the replays here with Katsiaras sitting on top, just doing a bit of ground and pound, and Nathaniel doing a good job.
They both did so well, but it is hard to deny the dominance when someone is on top of you. It does look very favourable in the judges' eyes. So let's see if Law can keep it on the feet, use his kickboxing. Round 2. No touch of the gloves for round 2. Straight into the fight.
So this is where Nathaniel said he wanted to. So Law really wanted to make sure he got his striking and put that in play. The guys are both relatively matched in striking. I love the matchmaking here, especially for a championship fight.
Oh,
Good, good. Yes, nice. Head position, head position.
Beautiful movement there.
Fucking damaging.
good body lock there by Law.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Good defense by Katsiaras.
And if they do move the exchange here, they're going to be striking on the way out. Nice knee at the bread basket.
Back to the center.
Katsiaras throwing a few hooks in there just for good measure. And this is where the ability of grappling changes kickboxing altogether. If you have your hands too high from your hips, you open yourself up for a takedown. And a southpaw just giving you different looks. Anytime he throws that rear roundhouse, it's opening up for the liver straight away.
Oh,
Are you not entertained? This is great.
this is a great
High level
fight.
striking.
And again, so well matched.
Haven't seen the old thigh hammer punch for a while. The hammer.
Hey, it
hammer
scores,
fist.
so may as well throw it if it's there. Especially with a kickboxer.
So they both got an underhook each.
Oh, they're trying to pummel back in. Oh, now he's changed it around. Oh, good knee to the body.
Right to the body.
Oh,
Katsiaras striking on his way out.
Law's now controlling the center of the cage.
Both of them throwing strikes together.
Oh, caught him there.
Huge hit. Nice sprawl there from Law. Katsiaras obviously damaged from that one. Immediately went for a takedown, and Law just decided to sprawl out straight away.
Looks like he's recovered though. Oh, throws back a few of his own.
Oh my gosh.
God damn.
Both of them throwing strikes in there. Let's see if Katsiaras has his bearings back to him.
He's got his mouth wide open though. See if he's recovered. Still looks a bit wobbly, but
He's
straight
grappling
back
for
to the
everything there.
wrestling. Last 10 seconds.
Trying to get a takedown to try and show the judges at the end.
Beautiful round by Nathaniel Law there. Really showing his experience in kickboxing.
Yeah, he really got that one. He started to find his balance and his range. We see in the replays here. I also like the fact here that when that strike hit, that's where he didn't rush it and didn't put himself in a bad position as a result.
No, and that's the difference between our high-level fighters that are fighting for titles and some of the earlier fights. You know, there is more composure, and that just comes with experience, cage time, fighting quality opponents. You learn not to rush in and put yourself in a bad position. And you've also still got 3 rounds to go, so...
I'll just throw the caveat out. The experienced fighters do that. Inexperienced ones don't. But no, it's really good to see the small adjustments and changes they've made. So I'm kind of expecting to see Law here doing the same, trying to keep it standing and striking where he can. And Katsiaras is looking to use those strikes to get into the grappling exchanges. Both gentlemen got their legs well set up under them.
They've both got great striking, but both different styles of striking. You know, Katsiaras' hands are a little bit lower. I guess he's coming from a wrestling background.
Yep, and the Sambo style. Yep.
As Nathaniel Law has his hands planted to his face, that kickboxing style.
Yeah, one of the things I'll see from both of them is obviously with the mixed stance, like Southpaw versus Orthodox, it really takes away the front leg kicks as well. So chopping down that front leg kick in the calf makes it a lot harder to do so. Without opening up yourself for a counter strike. Those knees are getting dangerously close to the lower regions.
Katsiaras is having a lot of success when he's just grinding against the cage here, throwing those knees, throwing those punches. Let's see if he can get the reverse back, get his opponent against the cage.
Oh, some of those knees coming up. I'm loving the fact we've got a potential 5 rounds for this as well. As they start getting tired, let's see who has done the work and gets the ascension in here.
Absolutely. Sometimes it comes down to who wants it more.
It's the small moments, isn't it?
Oh, beautiful catch kick there. And again.
And those ones hurt. They still come through the guard.
Oh, good front kick.
Nice teep. Good work. So Laura's certainly invested in that roundhouse as well. Both guys doing a good job. And Leon Katsiaras is in his corner as well. And right now, Laura's able to reverse it. Oh, spinning back fist.
Spinning back fist.
That was huge. How Laura's still standing shows the quality of his chin.
Another big left hook. Another takedown. Let's see if he can get this one. He's got his hands together.
Oh, beautiful work in pushing that up. 10 seconds left as we move into the championship rounds. That spinning back fist was just beautifully timed.
You know what? I thought it was 1-1 going into that round, and after watching that, I got no idea. What a fight.
I've learned a long time not to worry about the actual scoring, mate. It's so much easier just to watch and enjoy the fight. We see that catch kick as well. And we see this. This is where Law just threw in quite a few kicks. Obviously, we skipped that part now. We've got Katsiaras putting Law up against the cage.
And, you know, for someone with not much experience in grappling and wrestling, he's doing a really good job at defending himself against the cage. He's not just letting Katsiaras take him down at will. He's defending, doing all the right things.
And you'll see that's one of the things he's worked on. He's adding to his takedowns and his submissions, but also being able to stuff takedowns.
Here we go, championship rounds.
It's one of the things I love that XFC do. They have the 5-round fights. Really separates the XFC championship belt from the other competitions. That cross is just a little bit low on the chin for Law. Both these boys have put everything into it. Oh,
that landed on the chin.
Nice placement there.
Those kicks are coming up so fast. Lena, be careful on having his hands so low that one doesn't go over the top.
Or some kind of question mark kick. I haven't seen any of that come out yet, but we'll see if Law has that in his repertoire.
Good defense by Law.
Very nice work. Katsiaras is very, very comfortable being up against the cage. Nice striking underneath the underarm.
Laura's just doing a great job from just stopping anything that Katsiaras is trying to do.
Oh, did an excellent work, just sprawling out there, putting all of his weight on him. And with those long arms, are you thinking some kind of dast? No, he's gone straight into the back. We've got to remember that Katsiaras is a purple belt and will be very, very comfortable in these grappling exchanges. But if you get punched in the head enough, your belt level does lose its colour.
Yeah, that's it. Anything can happen in MMA.
I have heard people say you don't wear a BJJ belt in the cage. It doesn't help you. Good quality hand fighting here by Katsiaras. He's got double hooks in now. He is trying to flatten him out. and getting the strikes in. Katsiaras did a good job in losing one of the hooks in there, but Law has now got that back. And he's throwing those big right hands. Law is getting into Katsiaras' head there. What he's looking for is those strikes underneath the arm so that you can get the head, the chin that's nice and clear. If you're throwing strikes over the shoulder, you go at risk of putting... he's got a submission in.
He's got it.
He's tapped. Oh my gosh. Your new XFC welterweight champion got the job done in the championship rounds.
What a great fight.
If Nathaniel still has a white belt come the end of the year, I'm definitely going to be surprised. Absolutely phenomenal fight. Leon Katsiaras threw everything at Nathaniel Law. And as a result, we have that fight to show. That went so many different ways. What was the highlight in that fight for you, Jamie?
You know what I really loved is that they showed the full spectrum of MMA. There was striking, there was wrestling, there was jiu-jitsu, there was absolutely everything, and that's what you want in a title fight.
I really liked the fact that no one wanted to stay on the ground. It was constantly, I don't want to be here, let's get up and do whatever they could do to get back to the striking.
Yeah.
Right, your winner in this welterweight title fight comes 2 minutes, 48 seconds into round 4 via rear naked choke. This is Nate Law!
What an absolute phenomenal fight.
And there's our new champion, Nathaniel Law.
I think that's TFC's first All right, I'm here with your new welterweight champion, Nate Law. I tell you what, mate, first time we've had a TFC XFC champion. Must feel pretty special having that belt around your waist.
Yeah, no, it's, I'm honored. Yeah. Just an honor to represent this gym, man. Since I came here, everyone's been so supportive, and fuck it, it means the world to me.
I tell you what, such an impressive fight. The longer and longer I watched that, it almost looked like you were fighting your clone. Other than the stances, so it was almost like fighting a mirror image. Was that the toughest fight you've had so far?
Yeah, that's probably the toughest fight I've had. I mean, I did that to myself, though. I made this like a lot harder than it needed to be. First round, I just felt real off, and I sort of found my rhythm a little later in the fight. But yeah, it's not my best performance, that's for sure.
I tell you what, though, you're an absolute robot in there. Anytime I heard your corner say something, you listened to them perfectly. I'm sure, obviously, you've got some people you want to thank in your corner.
Yeah. Of course, Ben. He's made my life just so good since I moved here. Nakia and Des, since the day I got here, he's been like welcoming me in like family, and of course all my guys back home, City Kickboxing, like Mark and Brogan in particular, and Dan Hooker, who've got me to this point, developed my skills, and just stuck with me. know this wasn't my best performance, but yeah, I hope I made you guys proud tonight.
So just quickly, we see a lot of TFC fighters also mention the City Kickboxing link as well. Tell me how that works, the TFC and the City Kickboxing joint venture.
Yeah, that's pretty much through Ben. So I met Ben when I was training at CKB, and he obviously was here for a good stint at the start of the year, helping Izzy for his Pereira fight. And I sort of built a relationship with him, and then when things got stale in New Zealand, I hit him up, and he's not only given me a place to train, he's given me a job, a place to stay. So shout out to him and Jarvi, because they do so much good shit for people that no one ever hears about. So just want to give a special shout out to Ben Johnson, James Jarvi.
Mate, last question. You've got your first belt around your waist. What's next for you?
Yeah, I want this to be my last amateur fight. I want to take on some of these professional welterweights. I know this wasn't my best performance, but I know what I'm capable of. And next year, I just want to stay real active. I'll fight on this show, or any other show in Australia or New Zealand, any pro welterweight, I'm down.
All right, make some noise for your welterweight champion, Nate Law. Hang around for our women's heavyweight fight next.